In the fast-paced world we live in today, financial stress and the constant quest for prosperity can often leave us feeling lost, overwhelmed, and disconnected. But what if I told you that ancient wisdom, rooted in Buddhist philosophy, offers profound insights that could guide us on a path to not just material wealth, but true abundance, one that is aligned with peace, balance, and spiritual growth? Buddhism teaches us that prosperity isn't a mere accident of fate or the result of luck. It's the outcome of intentional actions, a disciplined mind, and a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. But here's the secret. Prosperity isn't just about money. It's about cultivating an abundant mindset, where opportunities flow freely and obstacles dissolve like mist in the morning sun. Today, I invite you to explore 10 powerful symbols from the Buddhist tradition that can help you unlock doors to financial success, protect your wealth, and, most importantly, transform your mindset. Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or just beginning your journey, these symbols will serve as reminders that the true path to wealth isn't external. It's an inner journey, one that leads to both financial and spiritual prosperity. Small key, symbolizing opportunity. In Buddhist philosophy, a small key is not just an ordinary object. It holds deep spiritual significance. The key represents more than just the ability to unlock doors. It symbolizes access to new opportunities and financial potential that may be just around the corner. Imagine for a moment that you're holding a tiny key in your hand. At first glance, it may seem like an insignificant object, but its meaning runs much deeper. Just as a physical key opens doors to new spaces and realms, it also opens doors to new financial avenues, such as job offers, business ventures, or even unexpected windfalls. This humble item is a metaphor for the infinite possibilities that await us, if only we remain aware and open to them. Take, for example, the success stories of influential figures, like Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, or Oprah Winfrey, the media mogul who rose from humble beginnings. Both of these individuals were able to unlock doors in their lives, doors that many others may have overlooked or deemed closed. Jobs revolutionized the tech industry. Oprah transformed media and broadcasting, not by chance, but by recognizing and seizing the opportunities that came their way. They didn't simply wait for things to happen. They actively sought out those keys and turned them. In this context, carrying a small key in your pocket acts as a physical and mental reminder to stay alert to the untapped resources in your life. Opportunities don't always knock loudly at our door. Sometimes they come quietly, and only those who are ready to step through the door will find them. The key represents the readiness to open that door at the right moment. Whether it's stepping into a new job, starting a business, or finding a financial solution you didn't even know was possible. Personal insight. Unlocking the energy of readiness. I've noticed in my own life, especially during times of financial struggle, that it's easy to become consumed with the immediate challenge. When bills pile up and the weight of financial stress looms large, it becomes difficult to see beyond the current moment. Opportunities seem distant, almost unreachable. The key, however, offers a valuable lesson that we are always on the cusp of something new. We may be standing at the threshold of a great opportunity, but if we are not mindful or aware, we might miss it. For example, think of someone like Abraham Lincoln, who faced incredible adversity throughout his life. He experienced financial setbacks, business failures, and even lost political races. But instead of letting these struggles define him, he recognized that each setback was an opportunity for growth. His persistence and awareness of the right moment allowed him to ultimately become one of the most transformative presidents in American history. When we carry a key with us, metaphorically or literally, it reminds us that we are always at a threshold, poised to enter a new chapter. Embracing this readiness can change the way we approach challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as insurmountable, we begin to see them as doors that we have the power to unlock. Embrace the energy of readiness. There is always a key, somewhere, waiting for us to turn it. Just like in those pivotal moments in history, the key can change everything. Grain of rice, symbol of growth and patience. In Buddhist philosophy, a A single grain of rice is much more than just food. It's a profound symbol of abundance, growth, and nourishment. Rice has been a staple in many cultures for centuries, but its deeper significance lies in its ability to transform from something small into something bountiful. A single grain represents the beginning of something much larger. In the context of wealth and financial prosperity, it teaches us an invaluable lesson. Growth takes time, but persistence yields rewards. In today's fast-paced world, we often seek instant results. Whether it's making money, building a career, or achieving success, we want things to happen quickly. But the grain of rice reminds us that real growth, true prosperity, is built slowly. It's built through small, consistent efforts. Imagine planting a single rice seed in a field. At first, it may seem insignificant, just like the small steps we take toward our financial goals. But with patience and nurturing, that seed gradually transforms into a thriving crop. Over time, the field grows lush and abundant, symbolizing the wealth and success that come from steady, deliberate action. One person who embodies this principle of gradual growth is Warren Buffett, the renowned investor. He didn't become one of the richest men in the world overnight. Rather, he focused on consistent, long-term investments. He understood that wealth is built incrementally. Buffett's strategy is the same as the growth of rice in a field: slow, steady, and nurtured with care over time. He often speaks about the importance of patience in investing, and how, like rice, wealth accumulates when you allow your efforts to compound. The grain of rice also teaches us that every small effort counts. Many times, we underestimate the power of seemingly insignificant actions. A small amount saved each month, a little bit of time invested in learning, or even a modest business venture can lay the groundwork for massive success. These small efforts, when consistently nurtured, will compound and grow into something much larger. Just as a grain of rice can grow into a vast field of abundance, our efforts, over time, have the potential to bring prosperity into our lives. Example: building wealth like planting rice. Take the example of a leader like President Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's path to success was not immediate, nor was it without hardship. He faced numerous failures in his early life, from failed businesses to lost elections. But like the grain of rice, he persisted. He nurtured his skills, learned from each failure, and built upon each small victory. When he finally became president, it was not the result of one grand action. It was the culmination of a lifetime of small, persistent efforts. Lincoln's story is a powerful reminder that success is not about immediate results. It's about steady, patient growth. Similarly, someone like Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, can teach us a lot about the concept of gradual growth. Bezos started Amazon in 1994, operating out of his garage, selling books online. At that time, Amazon was just a small, unproven idea, but Bezos, like the grain of rice, focused on the long-term vision. He nurtured the business with consistency, slowly adding new products, expanding his customer base, and reinvesting profits. Today, Amazon is one of the largest companies in the world, and it didn't get there because of one big breakthrough. It got there because of years of steady growth and attention to detail. Bezos' story mirrors the process of rice growing from a single grain into a thriving field. It's all about patience, persistence, and allowing time for things to develop. Patience, the key to prosperity. Patience is the cornerstone of the grain of rice analogy. In a world that often values speed and quick returns, it's easy to get discouraged when results don't come instantly. But wealth and success are not sprinting races. They're marathons. It's the small, steady actions taken day after day that compound over time to produce big results. Consider how a professional athlete like Serena Williams rose to the top of her sport. While her talent was evident from a young age, it was her relentless practice, discipline, and patience that allowed her to dominate tennis for decades. Her career wasn't built on one big victory, but on years of consistent effort. Similarly, creating lasting wealth and financial success requires the same kind of dedication and patience. The grain of rice reminds us that prosperity isn't about finding shortcuts or instant wealth. It's about committing to the process and nurturing our goals. No matter how small they seem at the beginning, every step forward, no matter how tiny, is progress. And just like the rice seed, those steps, over time, will lead to a flourishing field of abundance. In essence, the grain of rice teaches us that real wealth, both financial and personal, comes from steady, persistent growth. It's the small actions, repeated daily, that create lasting success, like the rice that nourishes and sustains. Our efforts, when patiently nurtured, will lead us to a place of financial stability and abundance. Cinnamon stick, attracting prosperity. A cinnamon stick might seem like a simple kitchen spice, but in many spiritual traditions, it's much more than that. Cinnamon is often considered a powerful symbol of abundance and attraction. The warm, invigorating aroma isn't just comforting, it's believed to have energetic properties that magnetize prosperity. It opens the door to new opportunities. Just like how a magnet draws metal, cinnamon is said to draw wealth, success, and opportunities into your life. In various cultures, cinnamon has been used for centuries in rituals and practices. These are designed to attract financial success and increase vitality. Whether it's burned as incense, added to a financial altar, or carried in your wallet, the spice is thought to have the power to stimulate positive energy. It activates the flow of abundance. The idea is simple. Cinnamon's warm, spicy scent engages the senses and sharpens the mind. This creates a heightened state of awareness and readiness for new opportunities. Take, for example, a figure like Cleopatra. While most know her for her beauty and political prowess, Cleopatra was also an astute strategist when it came to wealth. She understood the importance of creating an environment that drew prosperity. The ancient Egyptians often used aromatic herbs and spices, including cinnamon, for their supposed ability to attract wealth and success. Cleopatra, no doubt, would have used these symbols of prosperity to influence the energy around her. This wasn't just about wealth in a material sense. It was about creating an aura that invited abundance into every aspect of her life, including her reign, which was built on diplomacy, trade, and a careful orchestration of resources. In modern times, figures like Oprah Winfrey also embody the principles of attraction that cinnamon symbolizes. Oprah has built a massive media empire, not through luck, but through a constant attraction of opportunities, partnerships, and financial growth. Like cinnamon, her success didn't happen overnight. It was the result of aligning her energy with her goals. She created a space that invited prosperity through consistency, determination, and focus. Oprah often speaks about the importance of visualization and intention. Much like the energetic properties of cinnamon, her ability to attract what she envisioned has been a critical factor in her continued success. On a personal level, I've found that the act of incorporating cinnamon into my daily routine acts as a catalyst for action. Whenever I'm feeling hesitant or uncertain about making the next move, whether it's a financial decision or taking on a new business opportunity, the simple act of touching cinnamon brings clarity and focus. There's something about its scent that sharpens the mind and creates a space for decisiveness. It's a small ritual, but one that has had a profound impact on my own journey toward financial and personal success. In the same way, people like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk have drawn on specific habits, rituals, and mindsets to attract their own forms of prosperity. The power of a small, simple tool like cinnamon can serve as a reminder. It reminds you to focus, to act, and to invite wealth into your life. Just as cinnamon can flavor a dish or scent a room, it can also flavor your life with prosperity, but only if you're open to receiving it and taking action. The cinnamon stick symbolizes more than just the potential for material wealth. It's a representation of how we can attract opportunities when we align our energy, focus, and actions with our goals. Through a little intention and a willingness to act, you can turn the simple act of using cinnamon into a powerful tool for attracting the abundance you deserve. Tiger's Eye Stone, protection and strength. The tiger's eye stone is often regarded as a powerful talisman in many spiritual traditions. It's particularly known for matters of protection and strength. It's said to have the ability to guard against negative energies and provide stability, especially in financial matters. When you keep a tiger's eye stone nearby or wear it as jewelry, it's believed to help you stay grounded. It sharpens your focus and helps you avoid impulsive decisions that could jeopardize your financial future. In a world full of distractions and temptation, the tiger's eye is your anchor. It allows you to maintain a clear head and a steady hand when facing challenges. Think of it like this. When you look at the tiger's eye, it's as if you're gazing into the eye of the tiger itself. The stone's golden and brown hues reflect the sharp, focused nature of the big cat, calm, but always ready to pounce when the time is right. Much like a tiger stalking its prey, in financial matters, we must adopt a patient and strategic mindset. We don't rush in blindly. We take time to assess, to plan, and then, when the moment is right, we strike with precision and confidence. Take, for example, a figure like Warren Buffett, known as one of the most successful investors of all time. Buffett's approach is built on patience, calculated risks, and staying grounded even when the market is volatile. He doesn't make hasty decisions based on emotion or fear. Instead, he takes time to evaluate each situation carefully. His financial success didn't come from rushing into investments, but from observing trends, understanding value, and waiting for the right opportunity, just like a tiger waiting for its moment. In history, even kings and leaders have benefited from a similar philosophy. Take King Solomon, for instance. Famous for his wisdom, he didn't make rash decisions, especially in matters of governance and wealth. He built his kingdom through strategic alliances, careful management of resources, and a deep understanding of human nature. The tiger's eye stone symbolizes the same traits that Solomon exemplified: wisdom, patience, and strength. In modern times, you can see this type of strategic thinking reflected in the actions of entrepreneurs like Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Bezos didn't build his empire overnight. He took risks, yes, but they were calculated risks. They were grounded in a deep understanding of his business, the market, and the long-term vision for Amazon. Like the tiger's eye, Bezos was focused, disciplined, and always patient enough to wait for the right moment to act. For me personally, I've found that when I'm feeling unsure about a financial decision, whether it's an investment, a business venture, or a career move, the presence of a tiger's eye stone serves as a grounding reminder. It helps me slow down, take a deep breath, and think clearly before I make any moves. Rather than acting out of fear or excitement, I remind myself that just like the tiger, I need to be patient, strategic, and ready to move with confidence when the time is right. In financial matters, whether you're starting a new venture or navigating the ups and downs of wealth, the tiger's eye stone teaches you the importance of making clear, calculated decisions. It's a tool for strength, a symbol of protection, and a reminder to stay grounded, no matter the chaos that might surround you. When you use the energy of the tiger's eye, you're not just reacting, you're taking deliberate, powerful steps towards securing your financial future. Foreign coin, global opportunities. A foreign coin, small and seemingly simple, can carry a profound symbolic meaning in the realm of financial growth. In many cultures and spiritual traditions, a foreign coin represents expansion, the idea that prosperity doesn't always come from the places you're most familiar with. Often, the greatest opportunities for wealth flow from unexpected, international avenues. It's a reminder that the world is vast and full of potential waiting to be discovered, whether through overseas investments, international markets, or innovative global business ideas. Think about this. If you carry a foreign coin in your pocket, you're holding more than just metal. You're holding a symbol of a mindset that looks beyond the borders of your local surroundings. Wealth doesn't have to be confined to your hometown or your country. It can come from anywhere in the world. Just as the foreign coin has traveled across countries and cultures, your wealth can also be drawn from international opportunities that might not be on your radar yet. Take, for example, the story of Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest men in history. Carnegie was born into humble beginnings in Scotland, but his ability to see opportunity beyond his immediate environment led him to become a steel magnate in the United States. He didn't limit his vision to the markets around him. He sought out the global forces and international investors that helped propel his fortune. Carnegie's story is a prime example of how expanding your view beyond local horizons can lead to tremendous wealth and success. In modern times, figures like Elon Musk embody this global thinking. Musk's ventures, from Tesla's international market reach to SpaceX's goal of interplanetary exploration, are all about tapping into opportunities that extend beyond national borders. He has always understood the power of thinking globally, whether it's through partnerships with companies in China or his plans to establish a presence on Mars. His financial success stems not just from technological innovation, but from his ability to perceive the world as a place of interconnected opportunities. Even U.S. presidents have understood the value of global expansion. Franklin D. Roosevelt, during his time in office, championed policies that opened up international markets and sought to expand America's influence globally. His approach to diplomacy and economic growth showed the importance of thinking beyond national interests and seeking opportunities in global partnerships and alliances. Personally, I remember meeting a successful entrepreneur a few years ago. His name was Tom, and his company started out as a small tech firm in California. But instead of focusing solely on the local market, Tom sought out international customers and suppliers. He looked for gaps in foreign markets and tapped into the growing demand for technology abroad. As a result, his business expanded far faster than he had ever expected. He built partnerships in Europe, Asia, and South America, markets that he initially hadn't considered. Over time, his company went from a small startup to a global enterprise, all because he wasn't afraid to think big and think globally. This story really solidified the idea that a foreign coin is more than just a token. It's a mindset shift. It reminds us that opportunity is everywhere, but we must be open to seeing it in new, sometimes unexpected places. That's why carrying a foreign coin can be a powerful reminder in your own financial journey. It encourages you to expand your horizons, to think beyond the borders of your current environment, and to seek out wealth that isn't limited by geographical location. Whether it's through international investments, working with clients abroad, or creating a business that serves a global audience, the foreign coin is a call to look at the bigger picture. As you move forward, ask yourself, how can you think more globally in your financial decisions? What opportunities might exist outside your usual frame of reference? Like Tom, who looked beyond his local market, or Elon Musk, whose ideas reach across the globe. You too can unlock the potential of international wealth. So, keep that foreign coin close. Let it remind you that the world is a much larger place than you may have imagined, and the possibilities for financial growth are just as vast. Bay leaf, clearing blockages. A bay leaf, often overlooked in the kitchen, carries a profound significance in spiritual practices and can be a powerful symbol for financial well-being. In Buddhist rituals, the bay leaf is used as a tool for purification and protection, helping to clear away obstacles in one's path, especially when it comes to financial matters. Carrying a bay leaf in your pocket acts as a shield against negative energy, ensuring that your financial path remains clear and open to positive opportunities. In many ways, the bay leaf serves as a reminder that we, too, can clear mental and emotional blockages that hinder our prosperity. Just as the bay leaf purifies the environment in spiritual ceremonies, it also symbolizes our ability to purify our thoughts and attitudes toward money, success, and abundance. Think about the struggles of someone like Franklin D. Roosevelt, who, in the midst of the Great Depression, faced enormous financial challenges, not only for his own country but for the entire world. Roosevelt understood the importance of clearing the mental and societal blockages that were preventing economic recovery. His New Deal policies were designed to address both immediate financial relief and long-term economic growth. By shifting the national mindset, he was able to clear the roadblocks that stood in the way of prosperity, opening the door for growth and recovery. Roosevelt's leadership showed that sometimes the greatest obstacles are not external but internal, the fear, doubt, and hesitation that hold us back. On a personal level, I can relate to the power of the bay leaf in clearing blockages. I recall a time when I was in a financial rut, feeling overwhelmed by debt and uncertainty. It was as though every move I made was blocked by some invisible force. I decided to try something different and started carrying a bay leaf in my pocket every day. At first, it seemed like a small gesture, but I soon realized it had a profound effect on my mindset. It wasn't just about the physical act of carrying the leaf, it was about what it represented. It reminded me to release my fears, doubts, and negative thoughts. It encouraged me to let go of the mental blockages that had kept me stuck and embrace a mindset of possibility. Clearing mental blockages, a path to financial clarity. As I shifted my perspective, new opportunities began to appear. I became more open to new ideas, more willing to take risks, and more confident in my financial decisions. It felt as though the bay leaf had helped me clear away the mental fog, allowing me to see opportunities that had been there all along but had been obscured by my own limiting beliefs. Even in the modern world, we can look to individuals who have overcome great obstacles to find success, often by clearing mental blockages. Take Oprah Winfrey, for instance. Her early life was filled with hardship and financial struggle, yet she was able to break free from those constraints by shifting her mindset. Oprah talks about the power of visualization and staying positive, and how clearing negative thoughts and beliefs about money was a key to her financial success. She didn't let past blockages define her future. Similarly, Elon Musk has spoken openly about the numerous failures he faced in his career. From the early struggles of Tesla to the challenges of launching SpaceX. What set him apart, however, was his ability to clear those mental roadblocks and press on. Musk was able to shift his thinking and focus on long-term possibilities, ultimately leading to breakthrough success. For those of us navigating our own financial challenges, carrying a bay leaf in our pocket can serve as a reminder to clear our internal blockages, whether that's fear, limiting beliefs, or uncertainty. The bay leaf doesn't just clear physical space, it clears our mental and emotional space, making room for new opportunities to emerge. When you carry a bay leaf, think of it as a talisman for mental clarity and protection. Let it remind you to let go of any negative energy or doubts about your financial future, just as the bay leaf is used in rituals to purify and protect. You, too, have the power to cleanse your financial path and open yourself up to the abundance that awaits. Jade, stability and prosperity. Jade, with its calming green hues and rich cultural significance, is often seen as a symbol of abundance and good luck. In many traditions, especially in Chinese culture, jade is revered for its ability to bring harmony, balance, and prosperity. It's not just a stone of wealth in a financial sense. It's a stone that represents the kind of wealth that endures. When you carry jade, it serves as a reminder that true prosperity isn't about sudden, fleeting moments of fortune, but about steady, sustainable growth over time. Jade is often thought of as a stone that helps cultivate stability, and stability is key to building long-term wealth. It aligns well with the concept of financial security, which is not necessarily about immediate returns, but about creating a foundation that can support growth over time. This aligns perfectly with the idea of planting seeds today to reap the rewards in the future. In essence, jade helps you focus on the long-term vision rather than the short-term thrills. When we look to history, we can draw inspiration from figures like Warren Buffett, whose wealth didn't come from speculating on quick gains, but from steady, informed investments over decades. His strategy is all about stable, long-term growth, something that aligns perfectly with the qualities of jade. Buffett's ability to find companies with lasting value, while not getting distracted by short-term market fluctuations, mirrors jade's symbolism of prosperity built over time, not by luck, but by patience and stability. We can also look at figures like Queen Elizabeth II, who presided over a reign marked by a gradual increase in the wealth and stability of the British monarchy. Her reign wasn't about dramatic financial highs, but about maintaining a stable foundation for her country, ensuring its prosperity through steady governance and wise investments. Like Jade, her leadership provided a sense of security that allowed for long-term growth, both in terms of national wealth and the British Empire's global influence. Personally, I've always felt a unique sense of peace whenever I carry jade with me. It's as if the stone itself is gently reminding me to slow down and focus on the bigger picture. True wealth isn't about finding a shortcut. It's about nurturing growth over time, step by step. Every time I glance at my jade, I remember that lasting prosperity doesn't come from rushing, but from building a solid, sustainable foundation. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of instant gratification. But just as jade has been valued for centuries for its enduring qualities, so too should we value the slow, steady path to financial security. It's a reminder to stay grounded, trust in the process, and know that with patience and persistence, we can create lasting wealth and stability, just like a garden that grows with care, or a house that stands firm with a strong foundation. Jade is a symbol of financial growth that is built on wisdom, patience, and a steady hand. So when you carry jade, think of it not as a lucky charm, but as a stone that symbolizes the wisdom to build your wealth carefully, sustainably, and with long-term vision. Lotus flower, symbol of purity and spiritual wealth. The lotus flower, in Buddhist philosophy, is an iconic symbol of purity, enlightenment, and spiritual wealth. It grows from the murky depths of the mud, its pristine petals rising above the water, untouched by the muck below. This imagery is a profound reminder that, like the lotus, financial growth often requires us to navigate through challenges and hardships. Yet, when nurtured with patience and dedication, it can bring beauty, peace, and abundance into our lives. In financial matters, the lotus represents the idea that true prosperity, whether material or spiritual, doesn't come easily or quickly. It takes effort, perseverance, and, most importantly, a willingness to rise above the obstacles and difficulties that may seem to hold us back. Think about figures in history, like Abraham Lincoln, who faced numerous setbacks throughout his life before ultimately rising to become the President of the United States. Lincoln's journey was fraught with personal and professional failures, yet, like the lotus, he grew from them, emerging stronger and more capable than ever. His financial struggles were part of his broader evolution, showing us that growth and success often come from enduring hardship and pushing through adversity. Similarly, if we look at the example of Oprah Winfrey, we see someone who came from humble beginnings and overcame significant obstacles, whether it was growing up in poverty, facing discrimination, or dealing with personal struggles. Oprah's rise to wealth and success mirrors the growth of the lotus. Her story is one of patience, persistence, and ultimately, the flourishing of her talents and potential. Oprah's wealth, in every sense, is not just financial but deeply spiritual, a product of years of work, self-reflection, and a commitment to uplift others along the way. The lotus teaches us to approach financial success with a spiritual mindset. Like the flower, we must rise above the challenges and remain focused on our path, trusting that with consistent effort, we will reach the surface, where the sun shines and abundance flows. Financial prosperity, much like spiritual growth, is not a quick fix. It's a gradual process that involves constant work, learning, and refinement. It requires patience to rise above the mud, the distractions, setbacks, and failures, while maintaining the purity of our goals and vision. Take the example of someone like Jeff Bezos, who founded Amazon in a garage with limited resources. In the early days, it seemed like a distant dream, but Bezos kept going, adjusting, learning, and growing the company bit by bit. Just as a lotus doesn't bloom overnight, Bezos' success came from years of strategic effort, overcoming early financial hardships, and constantly evolving his business model. Today, Amazon stands as a symbol of what can be achieved when one focuses on long-term growth, nurtures their vision, and stays true to their purpose. The lotus flower's symbolism also reminds us to embrace the process of financial evolution. Our financial situation, like the lotus, can evolve over time if we stay focused, remain patient, and do the work. It's easy to become disheartened by the mud, the early struggles or temporary failures. But the lotus shows us that, with persistence, those challenges are the very soil from which our success will grow. When we nurture our financial dreams with the same care and dedication that we would give to a lotus flower, we allow ourselves to rise above limitations and reach new heights. Just like the lotus, we too can blossom, free from the mud, creating beauty, peace, and prosperity in our lives. Summary and conclusion. Let's take a moment to recap. These 10 items, ranging from a small key to the lotus flower, serve as tangible symbols to guide us on our journey toward financial abundance and stability. Each one holds a unique power that can help us attract prosperity, protect our wealth, and stay grounded during times of financial uncertainty. They act as reminders, little physical objects that encourage us to stay focused, proactive, and balanced in our financial decisions. However, as we've explored through Buddhist teachings, the true essence of prosperity doesn't lie in the objects themselves, but in the mindset we cultivate. These symbols are not magical solutions. They are tools to remind us that the path to wealth, just like the path to enlightenment, requires patience, wisdom, and steady action. The power of these items is amplified when we embrace the mentality of abundance and focus on long-term growth. Take someone like Warren Buffett, who, despite having access to immense wealth, is known for his humble lifestyle and thoughtful, long-term investment strategy. Buffett didn't achieve success overnight, and his wealth didn't come from a single lucky investment. Instead, it was the result of consistent, deliberate decisions, a disciplined mindset, and an unwavering focus on growing his wealth responsibly over decades. His approach mirrors the principles of these symbols: patience, persistence, and clarity. Another example is Thomas Edison, who didn't succeed in inventing the light bulb in his first try. Instead, it took thousands of experiments, numerous failures, and the unwavering belief that every failure was just one step closer to success. Edison's journey toward success shows us the power of perseverance, a theme reflected in many of the symbols we've discussed today. He didn't let setbacks discourage him. He used them as stepping stones, just as we should use challenges as opportunities for growth in our financial journeys. Similarly, figures like Bill Gates and Elon Musk exemplify the mindset of consistent, long-term growth. Gates didn't create Microsoft overnight, and Musk didn't build SpaceX without significant personal sacrifices. What all these figures have in common is their mindset, a willingness to think big, act with purpose, and stay committed to their goals. These are the same qualities that we can nurture within ourselves by surrounding ourselves with symbols that reinforce our financial intentions. As we move forward, it's important to remember that the desire for quick wealth can be tempting. It's easy to get distracted by the allure of immediate returns, whether from high-risk investments or get-rich-quick schemes. But true financial peace, like true spiritual peace, comes from inner clarity, patience, and consistent effort. It's about building something sustainable rather than chasing fleeting opportunities. Carrying these symbols, whether it's a grain of rice, a tiger's eye stone, or a bay leaf, serves as a daily reminder to stay grounded and focused on our long-term goals. But the real work begins with our actions. We must remain proactive, be willing to put in the work, and cultivate a mindset that allows us to stay open to new opportunities, while also protecting ourselves from making impulsive decisions. Our financial journey isn't just about the things we carry or the symbols we hold on to. It's about the mindset we carry with us every day and the perseverance to follow through on our vision of prosperity. The key takeaway here is that while these symbols serve as powerful guides, the true power lies within us, the decisions we make, the mindset we cultivate, and the consistent actions we take. Prosperity isn't about magic. It's about mindset and long-term effort. So, as you carry these items with you, remember that they are there not as quick fixes, but as reminders to stay focused, remain patient, and continue building your financial future one thoughtful, persistent step at a time. Now, as we come to the end of our exploration, you might be wondering, can these symbols truly transform my financial reality? The answer, as with all things in life, lies within you. The power of these items is not in the objects themselves, but in the mindset they help foster. The wisdom of Buddhism teaches us that prosperity is not just a destination, but a continuous journey. a journey of self-awareness, patience, and consistent action. So, I encourage you to reflect. Which symbol resonates with you the most? How can you incorporate its energy into your daily life? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. What changes have you noticed when you've embraced the teachings of these symbols? Share your insights in the comments below. And let's start a conversation about how we can all attract abundance in our lives, spiritually and materially. Together, we can learn, grow, and support each other on this transformative journey. As you go forward, remember, financial prosperity, like spiritual growth, requires both clarity and persistence. Keep your heart open, your mind focused, and your actions aligned with your highest intentions. Prosperity is not a dream. It's a reality waiting for you to unlock it. I look forward to hearing from you.